Black Cinema Recap here. Today's video, we'll be recapping the movie Hood Classic, Menace to Society. Spoiler alert, guys. The movie starts with Kane and his best friend, O-Dog. They go to the liquor store to go buy some more liquor, where a Korean cashier and his wife rushing them out the store talking about some hurry up and buy, because they thinking that they might come up in there and steal something. After their purchase, the cashier insults O-Dog by saying something crazy like, I feel sorry for your mother. Now, you know, ninjas don't like nobody talking about their mama. So that resulted in O-Dog fatally smoking both they ass, boy. O-Dog takes off with the surveillance tape, robs the clerk's wallet and cash register, and him and Kane get up out of there. In the next scene, Kane talking to himself in his head where he reveals his father Tat, a drug dealer, was murdered in a drug deal gone wrong when Kane was only 10 years old. His mother Karen, a heroin addict, died of a drug overdose, and this led to Kane staying with his grandparents, being raised in a crime-ridden Jordan Downs housing projects. O-Dog, crazy special ass, showing off the surveillance tape to the homies, which was pissing Kane off. Later, Kane and his cousin Harold are carjacked en route from a party with Kane being wounded and Harold getting the meat knocked out his taco. Kane's homies get the low on Buddy them, who got down on Kane and his cousin. So O-Dog, A-Wax, and OG hunt them down and put the belt to Buddy them. Overly smoked they ass, boy. Kane and O-Dog attempt to steal a car, but they ended up getting caught by 12 and then bit by a police dog. Now they locked up, and Kane, real stupid, goofy ass, get picked up by homicide detectives. Casino left his fingerprints on a beer bottle he dropped in a liquor store the day O-Dog rocked them people's snot boxes. And even though Kane was in the interrogation room looking scared than a motherfucker, and the detective was on his ass trying to trick him into changing the times he was there to confuse Kane, Kane walks free nonetheless. Kane's friends, Stacy and Sharif, try to convince him to go with them to Kansas. Kane's grandpa and Sharif's father warn Kane that he'll either end up a pack or in prison unless he changes. Kane wasn't trying to hear none of that shit though. Kane buys a Ford Mustang from a chop shop. He then carjacks another young man for his gold dating rims and his jewelry. And he made Buddy order him a double burger with cheese at the restaurant. After that, Kane go cop a couple zips of the finest cocaine and proceeds to cook it, bag it, and sell it. Kane also meets a girl named Alina and eventually clap buns Opidi. Later, while driving with Sharif one night, he get pulled over by 12 and him and Sharif undergo a traditional case of police brutality. And 12 bitch ass dumped them on the street in a Vato's hood, but the Brown brothers surprisingly take them to the hospital. Kane's friend Roddy come visit him in the hospital and invites Kane to come with her to Atlanta because she found a job there. And at first he was hesitant, but ultimately agrees. At a party, Chauncey, an associate of Kane, drunkenly makes sexual advances to Ronnie. Kane get on his ass and pistol whip Chauncey. Stacy and Sharif had to come restrain Kane, tender dick ass. Later, Alina calls Kane and tell him he got a baby on the way, but he denies the baby and drops her. Coming to the climax and conclusion of the movie, after taking a serious case of the beats from Kane, Chauncey decides to send a copy of the surveillance tape to 12, and 12 instantly start looking for Kane and O-Dog. And Doc, one of Kane's and O-Dog's homies, he put them on game on why 12 looking for him and tell them Chauncey put the tape out. This gives O-Dog and Kane no choice but to hide out at Ronnie's house. Later on, Kane and O-Dog in the projects outside Kane's grandparents' house, when suddenly Elena's cousin, come check Kane about the pregnancy. Kane and O-Dog stuck her cousin ears together, boy. Kane's grandparents had enough and told him he gotta go, despite his teary eyes and pleas. Meanwhile, latest cousin, he getting his killers together so he can go get revenge for getting the plasma stumped out his ass, boy. In the final scene, Kane and Ronnie are preparing to leave for Atlanta. And Elena's cousin and the members, they ride around, they ride up and start throwing at everybody out there. Sharif is killed instantly, while Kane is fatally wounded while trying to protect Ronnie's son Anthony. Stacy and Ronnie come running out the house while O-Dog start throwing back. And as Kane slowly dies, he recalls his grandpa asking him if he cares if he lives or dies. And in his last moment, he realized he does.